r/AskReddit. Online gamers of Reddit. What was the funniest insult you ever received? In Dota 2, not even Noah had to carry this many animals. I forgot when, but I read it in r/Dota to relax kid in garbage man I roll. Carrying trash like you is my job. Funny. Because I'm 80% sure I was on receiving end of that one. I bet you look like you were drawn with my left hand. I'm left-handed, and it would still be just as insulting if I said this. Well, for me, it would be a compliment. Maybe I should look into plastic surgery. Can't possibly make things worse. Playing Rocket League. I lost. Tell your mom to make your mac and cheese. I'll be home soon. I just kinda stared at that one for a second. As I'm sitting there, eating my mac and cheese. Dad? My dad. You sound like you eat cigarettes. The thought of eating cigarettes. Shudder. Edit. Welp. I tried it once out of curiosity. Terrible. Terrible idea. You live in your mom's basement, you antisocial ducking loser. Minutes later we hear a female voice followed by him yelling, "Leave me alone, I'm playing a game, mom." I laughed so hard. My roommate and I do this often. I'll be playing Overwatch, and he will yell in a lady's voice in the background for to do the dishes or clean my room. And the team will roast me. It brings the team closer together, and we win more. See above, the definition of taking one for the team. That someone hopes I get herpes from sitting on a toilet seat. Because he was sure I would never get the opportunity to get it from having X. I laughed for several minutes. That one is pretty great. Something similar happened to my boyfriend. He was playing, and I asked him if he knew where the Lizine pills were, because I was developing a cold sore. A few minutes later, some 12-year-old yelled, "I hope your girlfriend forgets about her cold sore and gives you herpes on your peen." I thought you were gonna say that the something similar that happened was your boyfriend getting toilet seat herpes from having X. Quit being a spherical dumbass. When I asked them what they meant, they replied, "Because no matter which way you look at it, you're a dumbass." Please no. My karma peen can only get so erect. What's great about it is that it can be combined with a bunch of different derogatory terms. Spherical hithead. Spherical asshole. Spherical ant. It's the perfect insult. What color is your wheelchair? This was completely unprompted. No prior conversation. This is the only one that legitimately made me laugh. Edit. Thanks for the gold. Kind stranger who really agreed with me. You didn't laugh at I'll ducking suck your dad's peen. Dude. I laughed for like 3 minutes and texted my brother. I had a kid tell me he was gonna jump in a time machine and go bang my grandma. That way he'd be my grandfather. He'd then walk out on my father, giving him emotional issues, causing him to take them out on me. Giving me a terrible upbringing. Had a kid tell me he was going to come to my house, ring my doorbell and run away. Also had the same kid inform me he was going to come to my house, use the toilet and pee a little bit on my toilet seat. I'd hid on your carpet at night. I'm sorry your dad beat you instead of cancer. Holy duck. Both insulting and funny. A 180 from /r/roast. Someone said to my friend during a Rainbow Six Siege match, "I hope your family gets carried away by ants." Right square bracket 7. LE5. Someone called me a farmer and that they would steal my turnips because I said I was from Georgia. In a way, that is kind of a compliment. If you was growing turnips, they were the bomb. If someone wants to ducking steal them. But you gotta watch out for lemon stealing whores. Halo 3 custom games. Guy proceeds to insult me for being British. Classic tea and crumpets jokes. Bad teeth stereotype jokes. Hear his mum in the background. She's British. User has left the game. Hear his mum. There his mum. Everywhere his mum. Mum. Ol' McGregor had a mum. A. Sorry guys. Pressed the wrong button. B. You pressed the wrong button when you installed the game. Or, I'm not saying I carried you guys. I'm just saying you're heavy and my arms are tired. When I'm on a team where someone is clearly carrying the team, myself or someone else, we always ask how their back is doing. Gets a good laugh. Go sleep in your igloo, you dumb Canadian. It probably melted with that fiery burn. If I had gold you would deserve it. Said to me, oh yay, I'll ducking suck your dad's peen. Needless to say I did not know how to come back from that. Edit, for those curious. This was first said to me on Destiny 1 for PS4. I'm from Seattle area, but currently living in Finland. For those curious, if you know me and I roll. All of you sound like wonderful people from all the replies. D. This is how most of my insults go on and offline. This guy sucks dads. I didn't receive it. But someone on my team said it in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, a first-person shooter we demolished, and he said I would call your aim cancer, but cancer kills people. Edit. Holy hit, this blew up. My total karma was like 600 before this. Jesus Christ, I'm using this now. Not an insult but still amusing. Once in a COD 4 lobby I heard some mom shouting down the mic to her son. Eat your pudding, or I'm turning the damn's barks off. Boo it mom, I don't wanna eat my pudding. And with that he left the game. Who doesn't want to eat pudding? How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Insults about my tiny peen and lack of success with women. Several times. I'm a girl. Edit for clarification, no peen. Unless you interpret the clit to be one. But probably still more success with women than those guys. D. Maybe he suspects you are a romantically unsuccessful lesbian who can only afford a mini-sized strap-on. Had someone call me an anti-Semitic piece of shit just out of the blue, which to their credit really threw me off as it forced me to rewind mentally and try to re-evaluate all of what I had said previously. Was it that swastika emblem you created and forgot about? You sound like an old man. This what you do now, you retard? Later the duck out of here with your dad sounding ass. TBF, your username is Earthsteak. Girl gamer talking in VoIP and Summer. Maybe Dota. Guy on team, you sound like you don't get the peen. Girl, you sound like you do. Duck. That's slick. You sound like a girl. I'm a girl. No. You are a 13-year-old boy and you should be upset that I called you a girl. To clarify, I have always been female. No, you are a 13-year-old boy. Rules of the internet state that there are no girls online. Edit. My top commenters exist and is from 4chan. Goddamn, what have I become? The internet. Where men are men, women are men, and children are FBI agents. Aliena. I read your lore. Says you're a runt. Lol, I don't know why this is so funny. Because it's true. That sun cult is ducking terrible. How many abortions did your mom had before giving up? Then someone in the chat goes. Had. Suck my recently dropped nuts kid was gifted. Underrated. That kid is going places. You always have to respect a kid that uses his age as a weapon. Geo drink cola with black men. Don't mind if I do. Cracking a cold one with the black boys. Not received but heard on the Gears of War lobby. You wanna know how I know you're gay? How? You like the sound of my voice. It's even better when you say my name with my cum in your mouth. The best response to an insult is sometimes to go with it. Call me gay one more time, a Masakyo. You mad round eye. Followed by Korean number 1. Got to say, I have never been insulted for my eye shape before. I swear every time I play PUBG there's always a bunch of people yelling China number 1. I played a lot of GTA Online, and one night, after killing this one guy over and over, he yells itch. I bet you got Polona nipples. It was so hilarious I couldn't even be mad. I later named my yacht the Bologna nipple in honor of the occasion. You have a ducking yacht. Why are you playing video games and not out throwing money at itches? If you didn't forget the /s. GTA has a yacht you can buy for millions. All it does is sit there and look pretty. Learned that the hard way. Was an MMO he sent in the mail saying you suck with a bag of salt attached to it from crafting materials. I love sending salt to people in Moss. Of course. I tend to do it to people who are salty AF in global chat. Made friends with many support mains because of it. Lol. Support type mains are always salty about people ignoring dungeon mechanics and dying stupidly. Sigh, I mean, really, how hard is it to get out of the fire to me? There's only so much I could do. Either duck off, you cock'n'ball, or you suck peen for ear money and you don't even drink. I've always heard it as, for bus money. Then walk home. That's way more clever. Was playing Counter-Strike with my friend. He was getting frustrated about campers. After dying for about the 4th time, he screamed, "It's called CSGO, not stay. Excamp. It's global offensive. Not carry amateur map player." Buddy and I were playing Siege the other day and heard something beautiful. I'm from the south, so naturally I always get the redneck jokes due to my accent. However, this fine gentleman carried it to a whole new level. After killing him, he said if you were any more inbred you would be a sandwich. I about lost my head from laughing. 10/10ths would get insulted again. This is the only comment I saved in this thread because that is absolutely hilarious and incredibly clever. Well, glad it's new for some people. This insult has been around a while, though. In Rainbow Six Siege, this teen is artistic. She says I'm on the artistic spectrum. She says I'm emotionally artistic.